So welcome everyone. My name is Mary Eleanor Power and I am the Director of Marketing and Communications for Dalhousie University's College of Continuing Education. And I'm delighted that you've joined us for a general webinar on what's coming up at CCE. And I'd like to introduce the two people who will be walking through today's webinar. So Jennifer Hann, and Jennifer, you might want to wave or people can see your name underneath there. Jennifer is the Director of Mature Student Services and University Prep Programs for the college and can answer any questions that you might have about registration and about mature student advising. And as well, I'd like to introduce the Dean of the college, Dr. Dianne Tyers, and she'll also be covering some points in today's webinar. So I do see one comment in the chat here, and thanks, Bavia, for, I hope that I've pronounced your name correctly, but what we'll do is we'll walk through the slides that we have prepared, and then we'll reserve some time at the end for questions. So thanks very much for adding that in, and I would encourage anyone else to add in questions as we go along. So let's begin by, so thank you to those who contributed to the poll. And I'd like to begin let me see, move on to the next slide here, by just a background on who we are. And I'll pass it over to Dianne to walk us through a little bit about who we are and what we do.
Thanks, Mary Eleanor. So, there we go.
There we go.
Yes. Yeah, so welcome everyone. So I'm Dr. Dianne Tyers. I'm the Dean here at the College of Continuing Education, and we have a wonderful range of courses. They're all non-degree type courses, but some of them do help you get into degree programming across a wide variety of subject matter. So we are one of 13 faculties at the university, and we're the faculty that specifically looks at lifelong learning courses and lifelong learning opportunities and pathways. So we offer more than 250 courses in 12 different course areas. And we also, oops, sorry, something's blocking the slide there. We have about more than 5,000 students in 5,000 enrollments every year in our programming. So we do a very high volume of programming in the lifelong learning space. And lifelong learning is a really fun space to be in. There's so much opportunity for everyone to continue to learn regardless of where they are in their learning journey and regardless of where you are at in your career. So we serve people at every stage of that career path and every stage of your lifelong learning journey. So it's a really fun, we love what we do. Let's put it that way. Can I have the next slide, Mary Eleanor? So I mentioned that we've got a lot of different program areas that we have courses in. So there's 12 of them, and you'll find all of these on our webpage as well. So we've got adult learning and teaching, business operations and management. So this is where our project management and change management courses are. We've got a bucket of programming called Career Essentials, and this is one that we update all the time with different courses and certificates that we think are very relevant at different parts of your career journey. And these are skill sets that serve you regardless of the sector that you're in. So this is where we recommend things like our leadership course, our ethics course, our strategy course, our project management course is also in here. We've got personal leadership development in here. So, and this changes over time as different trends emerge. We put different programming in our Career Essentials bucket of programs. Then we've got a really exciting set of courses in data, risk, and emerging technologies. So this is where we offer courses in very specialized areas that are emerging. So this is where our blockchain courses sit and our sustainable energy technologies and so on. We've got executive education for those of you who are at a mid to high level management position in your organizations. We've got a very innovative and creative English language studies set of courses to help students get their language ability high enough to get into degree studies at university, and we also work with professionals and academics on their English language skills. We've got a brand new portfolio of programming around health and wellness, and this was really prompted by the impact that COVID-19 has had on mental health, both individually and across organizations. So we've got some really exciting programming there. We've got a very large professional leadership and credentials portfolio for people in different professions. So for example, police leadership and fire leadership, We work with the credit union for some of their programming and so on. Sustainability in the environment is another key program area, as is technical and engineering training. So we've got a lot of very specific courses targeting engineering. We've got writing and communications. So this is both written communications and verbal communications. And finally, we've got the program that Jennifer runs, and it sounds like someone is very interested in our university access program. So these are courses that are designed to bridge you from what you did in high school to what's required to get into your degree program. So we're filling in gaps in math and writing and the different sciences as well. So we offer a huge range of courses to meet your learning needs. So what we're going to talk about, I'm going to turn it over to Jennifer. We're going to talk about some of the courses that are upcoming in the next few months. And then Jennifer will walk through how to register, discounts that we have available, and just some of the benefits of learning with us and taking our lifelong learning options and the different portfolios that we offer. So I'm going to turn it over to Jennifer to walk us through the practical side of things.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to be here today and to tell you a little bit more about our upcoming courses through the College of Continuing Education. So we're going to highlight about 5 today, but I would also encourage you, and we'll ensure that you know how to do this, take a look at our website in a more detailed approach. But 5 courses that we have that we'd like to bring to your attention that are coming up relatively soon in April are, the first is Agile Project Management. It spans 18 total learning hours, and it starts on April 21st, runs through until June 1st. You might be interested in that for your employment. It is one of our courses in the Project Management Certificate. Another one that also is coming up in April, personal leadership, leading the self before leading others. That starts on April the 22nd and runs until May the 18th. It's about 9 hours of live sessions. It's about $795. The third course, again, that we'd like to highlight is Enterprise and Strategic Analysis. It runs through from the end of April 26th, until May the 4th. It's got 5 live sessions over 5 days. Another one, robotic process automation, and it runs from the end of April until June 16th. It's 6 hours of 5 live sessions. And the final one is Train the Trainer, which is part of our adulthood programming, and it runs from April 28th until May the 28th for about a month. It's about 8 hours of live sessions, and the price point is about $1,126.
And Jennifer, if I can, I'll just jump in and highlight that for those who are particularly interested in any project management courses, we are hosting a webinar tomorrow, and I'll provide some email follow-up on this in later today for those who attended the webinar and for those who registered for today's webinar. We will follow up in an email, and I'll share the link, so if you're interested, you can register for that. It's being hosted by one of our instructors, Janice Petley, who is a project manager extraordinaire. And so we'll be running that webinar. It will be for 30 minutes. And that will give you a lot of helpful information on what we cover in our project management courses. And if I can, while I'm chitter-chattering over here, I also just wanted to highlight the robotic process automation set of courses that we have. They are quite new. And this is a really interesting set of courses. I had a chance to chat with our instructor on this, and he's very passionate about the topic because it really is the future of work. So for any of us who have called any service provider and have received an automated series of responses or options to click here for English, click here for French, really these set of courses are teaching you how to create those programs in the back end. So you don't need any specific technical knowledge, but it's really a highly sought after skill set that a lot of people, a lot of organizations are looking at this system to create more efficiencies and reduce their costs. So really popular skill set that employers are looking for. So just wanted to shed some light on what you can gain from those courses. So back over to you, Jennifer. And I'll move us on to the next slide here.
One you mentioned there, a relatively new offering, and project management has been around and continues to change and alter according to time and what is kind of new and emerging in the space of work, but it's certainly an ever popular one. So thank you for that, Mary Eleanor. So in terms of our website, so if you visit dal.ca/CCE, which stands for College of Continuing Ed, you will see a series of programs that are listed here. We had initially had about 12 buckets. I think we're up to as many as 15, but there are some categories. And so we want to introduce you just to some of the categories: adult learning and teaching, business operations and management, career essentials. Some of the ones we talked about today: data, risk and emerging technologies, exec ed, English language, university access. So take a look and drill down in each of those particular areas, because you will find something, I'm sure, that is of interest to you. Thanks, Mary Eleanor. So if you're into, or when you're interested, not if you're interested, when you're interested in registering for one of our courses, our registration system allows you to obviously enter whatever it is you're interested, course, program, into our cart. And you'll see a screen that looks very much like this on how to register. So you'll add it to the cart. And if you're a new student, the final option here, I'm a new student, will actually pop up on the screen. And we'll ask you for basic information like your name and address, contact information, and areas that might be of interest to you. So what are your preferences and how do you wish to be contacted for future information that we might be offering on webinars or courses and certificates? And also there's a privacy kind of checkoff box that you would have to do. If you're a returning student, you would already have a net ID or a password that would enable you to access our registration system. And so if you already have that, you can click one of the other. I have a Destiny One account. Destiny One is our registration database. And so if you already have established courses with us and you have a previous relationship with us, you would be filling in the category there. I have a Destiny One username. So that's kind of the step two. So you select the course or certificate that you're interested in, and then you would go through to how to register, and you'd see the student portal before being allowed to check out. So for our students, both current and previous, we offer some special discounts and special offers. Oftentimes in social media blitzes and in marketing campaigns, we'll offer bundled discounts. Bundled discounts are for, if you're interested in a series of courses, then obviously there is, to incentivize you to register for more, we can give you some discounts. Alumni savings. So if you are a Dalhousie alum, having graduated from undergraduate programs here at Dal, we will offer alumni savings. We oftentimes will offer new course promos to get new courses and certificates out there in the marketplace, and to hopefully encourage some word of mouth marketing for us. So if you're interested in a new course promo, that will be also listed in our registration system. And finally, group offers. The College of Continuing Ed for a very long time has been participating and in training in the workplace, and we offer group discounts to employers who might be thinking about having a group of employees take courses from us. So please inquire about any discounts that we have. Those will be usually published on the website, but our student services team is happy to discuss what is available to you. So we'll give you contact information shortly. What are some of the benefits of learning with us? So we are certainly accessible. At the College of Continuing Ed, located conveniently on Dalhousie's Studley campus in Halifax, offers face-to-face programming when possible. We're still working remotely, but that has been great actually for the college, because it's allowed us to be more accessible, to have a broader reach, to provide our online programming to people all across the country and the globe, actually. It's flexible. We offer a variety of courses, asynchronous and synchronous delivery. There are virtual workshops that we offer and courses. And so when you're interested, if you actually dig down through the website, it'll give you details pretty consistently across our website about the mode of delivery. And so it is flexible. If you're a mature learner, which I'm also the mature student advisor at Dalhousie, we always get asked about flexible alternatives for folks that are already working full-time, raising families, and have other kind of pressing personal commitments. So being able to work at your own pace is always much sought after and highly desirable. We offer high quality programming. We've been in business 35 plus years, and within the Dalhousie University family, and the programming that we offer certainly is of the highest of quality, high quality instructors, and certainly very committed program staff working with very closely with students to ensure that they have a successful outcome. It's always relevant. We talked about the variety of courses that we're offering, the new ones that we highlighted, the 5 that I shared with you earlier, and Mary Eleanor provided some additional detail. You know, we are always looking for new and relevant and trending opportunities. So I hope that you'll find some more information on our website and find what's relevant for you. And finally, I've been with the College of Continuing Ed for almost 2.5 decades. What is a consistent approach and in terms of student success is always that we provide a highly supportive environment for our students. Ultimately, we're here because we want you to be successful in your learning journey with us. And so those are kind of just briefly 5 of the benefits that you'll have with learning with us through the College of Continuing Ed. And so finally, just as some contact information, providing you with an email. So this continuing ed at dal.ca address goes directly to our student services team, and we will triage the inquiries and answer them in a reasonably quick turnaround, usually just in time. We also have a 1-800 number that we provide, and if you have any questions on what you've seen today, or as you begin to look a little deeper into the course offerings and programs that we have at the college, feel free to reach out. And you can contact us by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-565-8867.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jennifer. That's great. And we do have about 10 minutes. I just see in the chat here some questions, so let me just pull that up. Okay, and we'll get started. So I want to apply to University of Dalhousie under the program of Bachelor's in Computer Sciences, but didn't have math in my high schooling in India. So I'm looking forward to come to CCE to become eligible for the program. I had following subject in my high school. Okay, that's great. Thanks so much for that detail. And Jennifer, I'll pass it on to you, maybe just to talk a little bit about the UPrep courses that we offer, and hopefully that'll give more detail to Bhavya here.
Sure. So we've been in the space of upgrading for about 25 years, and we are one of the providers for upgrading and preparatory programming at Dalhousie University. So we offer a wide range of university prep programs. So we have writing skills for academic study, which is accepted by Dal in place of Nova Scotia grade 12 courses. We offer a series of math courses, and currently offering academic math, which is required in commerce, business, and in some of our Bachelor of Science programs, especially nursing. We offer a more detailed math program through our PreCalculus math, and that is for students that are approaching science and engineering, and a variety of other undergraduate programs that have that as a prerequisite. We offer a basic grade 12. Grade 12 in Nova Scotia is kind of the final high school year. So we offer what is equivalent to that through biology and chemistry and physics. And so not by coincidence, when you look at Dalhousie's admission website, and if you go to dal.ca and you look under admissions, you'll see a variety. All of our undergraduate programs are listed there, and you can click through hyperlinks to see what the prerequisites for admissions are. And we offer all of the prerequisites for admissions that Dalhousie is looking for. So if you're interested in math, it would either be academic math or pre-calculus math, depending upon the course of study. And so I'm happy to provide specifics to you. And you can send it to that continuing ed at dal.ca address to my attention. And I'm happy to look at your particular previous educational experience and provide you with what is required as part of a application process to one of our undergrad programs here at Dal.
Can I jump in with a question, Jennifer? So if I have no math at high school, and I need a fairly high level of math for whatever I want to get into, would I do the academic math first and then pre-calculus? Do they kind of feed into each other?
That's correct. So
Okay.
not everyone who's taking academic math requires pre-calculus, because if you're looking for example, a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, or you're looking for a commerce program, then academic math is probably adequate to do that. So if you're looking for a program like engineering, for example, or science, where there is a requirement for pre-cal, you could do that. So some people, good point, Diane, will need a phased approach. They'll need academic math first and pre-calculus. And we do offer diagnostics for students who are kind of uncertain as to where they would fit, because there's a whole lot of other things that would kind of factor in terms of whether you would do academic math prior to pre-calculus. Some people will opt to do the pre-cal, but will need a bit of a refresher. And so by doing the math diagnostic, we can provide you with some details on where you need to do a little bit of self-study, or perhaps get a more basic level of math prior to coming to us.
Okay, thanks. I didn't realize we had a diagnostic step as well. That's fantastic.
We do.
I'm learning lots today.
There you go.
And so there was another question about whether we have an insurance program or course. And perhaps just the person who, oopsie daisy, who, let me just stop sharing my screen there and just pull up the chat here. Do you have an insurance course in the program and in continuing education? Diane, do you want to speak to that question?
Yeah, I will. The short answer is no, we don't. And I actually I wouldn't even know where to direct that inquiry. I don't know who does insurance training courses. I would assume the possible place to start would actually be the insurance professional associations. I would assume those exist in Nova Scotia, but it's a really good question. And you've completely stumped me on that one. I don't know the insurance qualification system at all. So you're in the insurance industry yourself, and you're just looking to convert or upgrade your qualifications. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that, but if you want to send us an email through continuinged@dal.ca, we can just do a quick look for you to see what the options would be, but it definitely would not be with us. Yeah.
Okay. Are there other questions that we can answer? The questions that people have. I'll actually jump in while people might be considering, would you like to come up together with such insurance? So perhaps an opportunity to collaborate. And that's I'll actually just kind of build on that question with a comment, and that is, Jennifer highlighted that we have high quality instructors, and we certainly do. And they're also, many of them are experts in their respective fields. So they either are part of an organization or run their own organization, and then instruct in courses. So you can expect to receive kind of quality education that's relevant and timely. That you're going to be taught subject matter that's based on today's principles, today's expectations. So I think it's a really important feature that we highlight, and certainly adds to the relevance of what we offer.
And the Insurance Institute of Canada actually does a lot of their own training. It is one of the industries that does. So you can check their website. There is also an internal portal, so they do active e-learning.
Thanks for that, Jennifer.
You're welcome.
You're a fountain of knowledge here.
It's one of the things that we don't provide service to currently.
Yeah, and I'll also just mention, we talked about, or Jennifer talked about where and the system that we use for registering for courses, but I'll also just highlight that once you register for courses, that we use the Bright Space system for housing our courses. So the majority of them are 100% online right now. A lot of them we will continue to offer 100% online, as well as face-to-face. We will be returning to face-to-face programming and offering in the fall, and the university announced that yesterday. So Please consider when you're registering for courses whether you wish to have a face-to-face option or an online option. But we do use Brightspace for hosting a lot of our live sessions and for submitting assignments and quizzes. And we do have tutorial videos that can be used to help you navigate that system as well, but it's quite user-friendly. Yeah, and just comments here about the insurance courses. Certainly your comment that CCE is more practical, institution courses are technical. Yes, I mean, I think that there is an element of, practicality when you're considering continuing education courses, that you don't necessarily want to use kind of the academic side of certain topics, but that you really want to get hands-on and practical and come away with some information that you can use right away. So I appreciate your comment there as it relates to insurance, and certainly we see ourselves as a faculty that offers very practical courses that you can apply to your jobs right away. If there are no other questions that I see here, then we can wrap up. And I will also just reiterate that I will be sending around an email later today to those who joined us and those who registered for the webinar with a recording, as well as an opportunity for you to sign up for our weekly newsletter. It's a great way to be informed on webinars that are coming up, as well as upcoming courses and just some interesting information. So we encourage you to sign up for that. And as well, we'll include some. So thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate your time. Thank you, Dianne and Jennifer, for hosting. And we hope that you'll consider registering for some of our courses soon. So thanks very much.
Thanks for joining us.
Take care.
Thanks, everyone.